Want to thank everybody for being here, and we're going to be talking about the strategy at Troptions, and I think it's a very important topic that we're going to be talking about. And by the way, there are 7 videos in this series of videos, and the first one is "Do you have a strategy?" which we're going to be talking about today. The next one is "Are be able to get involved? Are you able to get time to get involved?" The third one is to educate yourself. Fourth one, explain your asset. Fifth one is how to use your Troptions to buy and sell. The sixth one is ecosystems. And then don't let no stop you. So strategy is very important. And I think strategy is something that everybody needs, no matter whether you're in your individual life or whether you're in a business setting, or if you're going to be dealing with cryptocurrency, because you definitely have to have a strategy. And one of the biggest problems most people have is they don't have a strategy when they get involved in cryptocurrency or in a cryptocurrency like Troptions. The key to Troptions is, and the strategy is what exactly are you getting involved in Troptions for? What are you trying to do with your Troptions? Do you want to use them to buy goods and services? Are you wanting to trade them for a car or a truck or a boat or a motorcycle or a home? Are you thinking about using them down the road for retirement? We do a lot for people that use them as an asset on their balance sheet. We leverage them. We use them for collateral. You can use them to purchase a business, which we have. The first thing that we bought with Troptions, Bitcoin was a pizza, Troptions was a hotel. And then just wealth building. And that's very important because everybody thinks that the minute they get their Troptions, they have to use them and go out and do something. And that's not really true, because there's other strategies. If you're not a person that is interested in going out there and buying a boat or a car or truck at first, and you just kind of want to settle in and let it be on your balance sheet, that's a great strategy. A lot of people are using them as on their balance sheet. I talked to a person today that is using their Troptions on a balance sheet to go get a loan for their business. So have a strategy of what you're trying to do. And I think one of the problems that a lot of people have, and they get frustrated with Troptions, is because they don't really have a strategy. They think they're just going to get Troptions and all kinds of things are going to happen and it's an easy thing. There's been many of people that have become millionaires and in fact billionaires with Troptions, and they all started the same way. But one of the things that I've noticed when I talk to these people that have been very successful with Troptions is that they all had a strategy. They all understood that they needed a plan to do something with their Troptions. You just can't take an asset like Troptions and miracles happen. You have to understand it. You have to understand how to use it towards your advantage, and you have to educate yourself in it. And all of these things that I'm talking about now are in the next 6 videos that you're going to be going to after you see this video. But again, strategy is very, very, very important. These are 6 steps that I put down that when it comes to strategy that I like to use. And one, of course, is understanding the need for a strategy or a plan. And that's the number one thing that you need to do, is start off with a plan. Don't just start off thinking and not being sure of the direction that you want to go, but go ahead and set goals. I want to achieve a bigger way to leverage my assets with Troptions. I want to increase my balance statement with Troptions so I can get loans. I want to buy 2 cars a month with Troptions and turn around and sell them, or a house or boats or whatever it is. Set goals that are obtainable and that you can reach using your Troptions. And that's very important in your strategy. But of course, in order to get that, you definitely need to research the different ways to get to your objectives. And those are going to be talked about in the other things. Right now, we want to just talk about setting up the outline for your strategies and how to use Troptions. Choose a plan of action once you start understanding the goals that you want. You have to start moving forward and taking that step. And then develop a supporting plan. Supporting plan can be, if the first plan doesn't work, you have something that's going to support that plan. Or if you want a different plan once you get going and using your Troptions and you want to veer, because remember, you got to be open minded in using Troptions. There is no set one way to do it. Everybody that's been successful has their own way of doing it and their own way of implementing their strategy and their plan to move forward with Troptions. Understanding the need for a plan, that's very important. Again, that's what we talked about as the first step, is planning a process and understanding that there is a need for a plan. Once you understand that you have an asset and you want to use that and you want to use it for um, the way that you decided you want to use it, whether, again, whether it's buying something, whether it's using it on your balance sheet, whether it's using it to leverage, whether it's using it as collateral, that's really the first step, because everything is going to start around there. Now, I do a lot in real estate. And when I first got involved in real estate, I realized there's just way too much to comprehend all at one time because there's so many different facets of real estate. So what I did is I started with the rehab industry and I broke that down and I mastered that before I went on to developing and buying apartments and hotels and different things like that. So have a plan and start the process and understand that you need to have a plan to begin anything. Um, you need to be involved and aware of the crypto environment. And that's very important because it's an environment that you're probably not used to getting involved in. It's an environment you probably aren't used to understanding because cryptocurrency is so new. So you need to understand the crypto environment in which Troptions operates, because the more that you understand that, you will be able to identify the opportunities that will help you develop and strengthen the plan and the strategy that you're going after. Um, you can begin to look at action that would help you take advantage of those opportunities. Again, all of that is going to stem off of understanding the environment. The more that you can get involved with cryptocurrency and understanding it and understanding Troptions, the better your plan of action is going to be, and your strategic plan is going to become much easier to make everything happen that you're trying to do, because the opportunities are going to come. You're going to be able to see more opportunities once you open your eyes to the environment of cryptocurrency. And I say that the fact that if you don't understand what you're looking for, the opportunities will continue to pass you on a day-to-day basis. But once you're planned and you have a strategic plan of a direction that you're going for, again, whether it's buying cars and trucks or boats or houses or leveraging or putting it on your balance sheet, those are the directions that you're going to start in. Those are the directions of the opportunities that you will see will start coming and making themselves more visible to you, because that's the direction in your mind that you're going. So I always believe that if you put it in your mind and you believe the direction that you're going, things will come to you and they will just present themselves to you, but you're going to be aware of those things. So that's a very, very important thing, is to understand the need for the strategic plan, because once you hone in on that plan, the opportunities will start presenting themselves and you're going to be able to move in the direction of your plan, and it's going to become much easier. Setting goals is very important, because goals are what's going to drive you forward in the direction that you want to go. And again, like I said earlier, whether it's individual goals that you're trying to do with your Troptions, those are things that you need to decide. And they have to be realistic when you set your goals. They can't be, I want to make $1 billion, this year in Troptions. Maybe you could. I'm not saying you couldn't, but I'm saying have realistic goals. I want to buy one car. I want to buy, some land. I want to increase my balance sheet and get a loan. I want to leverage my Troptions into something else. For instance, I leveraged my Troptions when I first started out and bought a truck, and then I turned around and I sold the truck for cash. So I experimented in a lot of different ways of using my Troptions, but I also set goals that were realistic, that I could accomplish. I didn't set goals that would discourage me that I couldn't accomplish. I set goals that were realistic that I could accomplish. Baby steps, crawl, walk, and run. Set goals that you can achieve, set goals that you can accomplish, and you'll be much more excited about your Troptions when you meet those goals. The majority of the people set unrealistic goals and then get very disappointed because they haven't achieved those goals. One of the most important things, again, and we're going to get into this one a little more, is research what Troptions are and how you can use them. You have to understand them. You need to research the history of Troptions, research the use of Troptions, how people have been using Troptions. You need to research the Bitcoin blockchain that Troptions is on. There's the link right there, tradeblock.com/Bitcoin. And this is a great exchange to look at, because that is actually what is going on live on the Bitcoin blockchain. Then research the platform that Troptions is on, xchain.io. Research, there is some information about xchain on the website that talks about what it is, how it works, what it's all about. Understand all of that. See the many ways that people are using Troptions to buy goods and services. You can go to our Facebook pages. You can go to the website. You can go on our call every Thursday night and hear people that are talking about deals that they've done with Troptions. So research your Troptions. That's very important so that you understand. And the more that you understand it, again, it plays right into your strategic strategy on how you're going to use their Troptions. Because the more you understand it, the more versatile you are. When you're in conversations and opportunities arise, you'll be able to spot them immediately and get involved with them and be able to use your Troptions for them. Once you choose your plan of action, you need to act on it. Don't sit back and overthink it. Make sure your plan is flexible. It's got to be flexible so that you can move and overcome the obstacles that may come your way. And you have to keep an open mind. Always keep an open mind, because again, cryptocurrency is very new. Even though it's been around for 10 years, Troptions has been around for 18 years. And if you want to know more about that, we have another video that explains the history of Troptions, which you'll be able to see. And all of that is included in the white paper. So I would encourage everybody to really do their education in both the white paper and just knowing all of the ins and outs. Once you start. You're going to make mistakes when you start, but once you got your plan of action, you have to take action and you have to just start. If you make mistakes, you make mistakes and you correct those mistakes. If you have people that ask you questions and you don't know the right answers, find out those questions and get back with them. But pretty much stay to your plan of action, your strategy, and go in that direction. Don't start going different directions because somebody else has said, well, I just bought some cars. And all of a sudden now you want to go buy cars if your plan of action was to build your balance sheet or to leverage Troptions or to use it as collateral. Stick with your game plan, stick with your plan of action, stick with your strategy, and you're going to be the most happiest doing that. And you're going to see the best results doing that. So number 4, choose your plan of action and then stick with your plan in action. Developing a supporting plan. stick to your plan of action with Troptions and the world will open up. And I always tell people that once you do one deal and once you start to understand Troptions, and I think the biggest problem is that people make it a lot more complicated. Using Troptions is a very um, easy thing to do as long as you're understanding it. Once you understand it, your whole world will change. It's happened for me. It's happened for many of the people that have used it and become very wealthy using their Troptions. Because once we figured it out, after we were looking and searching and thinking it's going to be hard and this and that and this and that, and then bam, one day it just clicks, and all of a sudden your whole world changes. So once you start getting out there, get out there, your plan will start to strengthen because the more that you understand the Troptions, the direction that you're going with your strategy, your plan on a day-to-day basis will start to strengthen. You'll be more confident in what you say. The more you learn about Troptions, the easier your plan will become. And then learn how to use your Troptions. Learning how to use your Troptions is not an overnight journey. And that's one thing that people have to realize. When they get involved in Troptions, they think that everything's just going to change overnight and they're just going to be able to go get them and cash out and all this stuff is going to happen and it's all going to be wonderful. It doesn't work that way. So learn it. Your plan will, the whole world will open up once you learn it and you stick to your strategy. Again, the key here is stick to your strategy of what you were trying to do from the very onset of what you got involved with Troptions for. There had to be a reason for what you got in Troptions. If you stay to that plan, whatever your plan was, and after you understand it and after you educate yourself, your plan may change and your strategy may change, and that's okay. But stick to the strategy as much as you can to be able to implement your strategic plan um, once your plan is ready. Once your plan is ready, it's time to start. Start getting out there and meeting people and getting around people that are doing cryptocurrency. A lot of the places that I like to go is to meetup groups. You can go to meetup.com and there's meetup groups all over the United States that have cryptocurrency groups, and people talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Troptions. That is a place to meet other people that have cryptocurrencies. Many people that are in cryptocurrencies are looking to increase their portfolio of cryptocurrencies. All Bitcoin people don't just have all Bitcoin. All Troptions people don't just have all Troptions. They have a myriad of different coins. And it's a asset that you can diversify with. Cryptocurrency is an asset. There's other assets in cryptocurrency that you can diversify with. So you want to get out there and you want to meet people that are in that space so that you can not only increase the of your net worth and your understanding of different cryptocurrencies, but it's also a great way for you to introduce people to Troptions. It's also a way for you to talk to people that understand cryptocurrency of the things that you want to do, whether, again, you're leveraging, buying, selling, using as collateral, whatever you want to do, this is the place to do it. So I encourage people to go to meetup groups. There's crypto coffee shops that are opening up right now all over the country. Crypto events, they're all over. You can go on Facebook and find different events that are in crypto events. There's new websites that are and chat rooms that are out right now that hold crypto events, crypto Zoom meetings. Again, we have a crypto Zoom meeting every Thursday night at 7 o'clock. You can go on either Troptions, Friends of Troptions, or Durwood Sutton, and get the Zoom call in log. And I encourage everybody to come to those meetings and be able to meet with other people that are in Troptions, and they ask questions and we answer questions, and that's a lot of that will help you with your strategy. Troptions barter events nationwide. We have Troption barter events that are nationwide. We were closed down with those during the Corona but we are now back up. I heard there's going to be one in Atlanta, Georgia, here soon that you'll be able to go to. So you definitely want to get involved when you're implementing your strategic plan. You just got to go do it and get started and get ready to start making money with Troptions. Once your strategic plan is ready, it's time to get out there. We encourage you to watch the 6 videos that follow this. You can also go to Troptions slash forward dash university.com where all these videos are so that you can continue to play them over and over and over again just for a mental book note of the things that you might have forgot or might have left out, or something that might just nudge you a little bit in a direction that you want to go to complete your strategy and get you out there and letting people know about your asset called Troptions. There's 7 videos as I've been talking about, and the 7 videos are this one, which is strategy. These videos are to get you to think. So what I try to do with the videos is to get you in a mental thinking pattern of things that you might not have thought of while you're starting to do and get involved in cryptocurrency. Number 2 is get involved, what we just talked about. In that video, we talk about getting involved, going to the meetup groups, how to meet other people, where to meet other people in cryptocurrency. Educate yourself. That is the key to this whole thing, is education, education, education. Educate yourself and become an expert on Troptions. No Troptions in and out. The more you educate yourself, the more you're going to use your Troptions, be able to use your Troptions to increase the value for yourself and increase the value for the people that are you're selling your Troptions to or using your Troptions to. You definitely have to be able to explain yourself in a simple layman's term, because remember, cryptocurrency is new. People, you cannot talk over their head. You have to talk at their level, but you need to be at all levels. So that's where education comes in. Buying and selling and trading. We talk about how you can crawl, walk, and run. Start with something small and build up. Most people want to go out the minute they get Troptions and buy a house. It's not going to happen. You have to do steps to get to that point, but it will happen if you listen to what we say and let us help you educate yourself on the ways to use Troptions and what Troptions are all about. Then we talk about the ecosystem that we're building, making it easy for Troption holders all over the country and all over the world to be able to use their Troptions to buy and sell goods and services within our ecosystem. And then the last one is don't let no stop you, because that's what a lot of people are going to do. And that's one of the things that discourages everybody when they say somebody, they want to buy something and somebody says, no, I'm not interested. A lot of people take that personally. Don't take it personally. Colonel Sanders had 1,000 no's before he got his first uh, restaurant in a selling, being able to sell chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken in a gas station. If he would have quit on number 100, he would never been became a billionaire. If he would have quit on 500, he still wouldn't have been able to be a billionaire. If he would have quit on 999, he wouldn't have been able to be a billionaire. But he stayed and he kept on going. He didn't let no stop him. He just kept on going to, and he fixed the objectives that people were throwing at him, and he finally got a yes, and then everything happened. And that's basically the same with Troptions. Once you get your first yes, your whole world's going to change. So it's time to get started with Troptions and start. I go to the website, go get a wallet. And if you're going to use your wallet on, and a lot of people do, I like to do it. I like to use my desktop. You can go to wallet.counterwallet.io and set it up on your desktop. Or if you want to carry your Troptions around with you on your iPhone, you can go either to Indie Square or you can go to Free Wallet to use your Troptions, and that way you can carry them on. I suggest everybody that gets involved gets a wallet, gets their wallet on their phone so that they can show people, because that's part of the training that we give you in the how to buy and sell, is how to show your Troptions to people and how to be able to show them how you can use your Troptions from one person to the next person, which is something that people really like and people get excited about. So, with that being said, we want you to take the time. We want to thank you for joining us in this strategic Troptions #1 video. And we want you to take your time, go over it again. If there's something that you're not sure of, contact the person that introduced you to this. If you're just new on Troptions/universities.com, there is a link there where you can contact us at Troptions2017@gmail.com with your questions. We'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And we certainly want to invite each and every one of you to our Thursday night meetings at 7 o'clock. And you can go and get that link either on Friends of Facebook, Friends of Troptions, or Troptions Exchange on Facebook, or Durwood Sutton on Facebook. Thanks again and have a great day.